jog, warming up our body. Make it a nice quick jog. So we're going back to the basics today, total body conditioning, no equipment needed, just yourself, some water, maybe a little sweat towel. Take it out to a reach, same arm, same leg, reach long in opposite directions. Reach and reach. A few more breaths here. Take that knee up and over to a side lunge. You want to come join me, Ryan? Well, you can't see Amy, but my husband's over here making fun of me. But he'll never come in front of the camera. One more time on each side. All right, come on down to a low wide squat, feet wider than your hips, toes turned out, arms out to a T. Bend and extend your knees. Chest is lifted. Hold the deep bend of the knees, tiny circles with your arms, palms facing down. And then reverse that direction. Alternate opposite hand, opposite foot. Reach for that foot, your ankle, your shin, your knee. On the next one, come back to our deep bend the knees, hinge forward your waist. Give yourself a nice big hug and then squeeze your shoulder blades together as you lift your arms up high towards the ceiling. A few more breaths here. All right, come on up, roll the shoulders back. Roll them up and forward. We have 50 seconds on, 10-second breather, 3 moves. All started with standing. And like I said, we're going back to the basics. So we're starting with jumping jacks. Let me bring my timer a little bit closer here. Going in 3, 2, and 1. Just jumping jacks. Land soft in the balls of your feet. You can hop. You can step, alternating side to side. So we've got 3 moves here. Again, 50 seconds on, 10-second breather. We'll run through them 4 times through. At the end, you've got a longer breather. Keep it going, you're halfway. Still going, still moving. Jumping jacks. Let's see what we have next. All right, we've got squats to a jump squat next. We're gonna alternate narrow with your feet zipped. Then we're gonna jump the feet out to hip width. Then we're gonna bring it to a wide stance. All right, catch your breath, 10-second breather. So again, narrow squat, hip width squat, wide squat, and then bring it back in. Here we go. That timer has begun, alternating narrow, hip width, wider, still going, and then bring it back in. Keep it going. Moving here with your hands. Almost there. You're halfway. You can, of course, always step it out, back in. Just make sure you're alternating which side's going out and which side's coming in. That's it, you got 7. We got pendulum swings coming up next. All right, finish up where you're at, catch your breath. So pendulum swings, just like a skater. We're gonna add those arms. Here we go, 50 seconds is on the clock. Pendulum arms, skater legs, side to side. Keep it going. Moving here with your breath. Arms up and over. Alternate diagonal kicks. Yes, you can. We're back to the top with those jumping jacks next. 20 more seconds. Nice work, Amy. Keep it going. Skaters, pendulum arms. Keep it going. Last 7. That's 3, 2, and 1. Jumping jacks next. You can do a traditional jumping jack, pencil jack, seal jack, your choice. We're going in 2 and 1. Here we go. Check out those feet. Reach the arms up, reach the arms forward. Your choice. Of course, you can step, you can hop, Do what you can. Nice work. Way to stay with it. Keeping that intensity up. We want that heart rate high the whole time. You're halfway. Just keep moving. Any variation. Pencil jacks, seal jacks, jumping jacks. Less than 10 remaining. And you got your 10-second breather. We've got those alternating squats with or without a hop coming up next. All right, catch your breath. Remember, narrow hip width, wider than your hips. Then we're gonna bring it right back in. Here we go in 2 and 1. Narrow, hip width, wider, hip width, narrow. Keep it going. Now you can take it to a big hop. You can take it to a little hop. Moving here with your breath. That's it. Zip legs, hip width, and then with your feet wider than your hips, wide stance. That's it. Last 15 right here. Right now, round 2. You've been here before. Just keep moving. Almost there. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, we've got those stairs, the pendulum swings. Coming up next. Here we go in 3, 2, and 1. Skaters, pendulum arms. Keep it going. Arms up, arms over. Swing those arms, give yourself momentum. Reach that opposite leg back diagonal. Open up those hip flexors. That's it. 20 seconds down, less than 30 remaining. Yes, you can. Just keep moving. Pendulum arms, skater legs. Nice work. Almost there. Abs are engaged. Way to keep it moving, Amy. You got this. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, jumping jacks are next. Round 3 coming up. Here we go. In 3, 2, and 1. Open and close. Just keep those legs moving. You can do anything with the arms. You can do pencil jacks, seal jacks, maybe alternate the reach. You can reach back and forward. Have fun with it. Keep it going. That's it, you're halfway. You got this. Jumping jacks, keeping the feet moving. Heels are lifted. Protect your knees. Almost there. Land soft in the balls of your feet. Last 10. Alternating squats are next. That's 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Finish up where you're at. All right, we got those squats next. Remember, narrow, hip width, wider. We're going in 2 and 1. Here we go. Little baby hop. You can do a big hop. You can do no hop. You can just step out, bring it back in, and alternate. Keep it moving. The deep end in both of your knees. Really draw those arms back. 20 more seconds. We've got those skaters next, pendulum arms. Just keep moving. Yes, you can. That's it, last 7. You've got it for 3, 2, and 1. All right, finish up where you're at. Skaters are next. We're adding those funky arms, pendulum arms up and over as wide as you can. Here we go. Timer has begun. Side to side. Still going. Still moving. Nice work. Up and over, up and over. Just keep moving, keep breathing. Finishing up round 3, so strong. Gentle step back, skater legs. Keep those arms moving. You've got it. 12 more seconds. Arms are engaged. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're back to the top. Just like that, we're already back at our final round. Jumping jacks. Again, have fun with it. Any variation. Here we go. You can turn in a circle. Do what you can. Step or hop. Just keep moving. Nice work. Almost there. It's always funny, you try to do something different with the arms and your arms get stuck up or a different direction than down. When your feet are together, you're like, wait, my body feels off. Just keep it going. Less than 10. We've got those squats coming up next. Last time. Give it your all. This is it for 2 and 1. All right, catch your breath. Here we go. Have fun with it. You can make that hop as wide and make it as narrow as you'd like, just alternating. And we're moving. That's it. Last time for these squats. Maybe with a hop, maybe take out the hop. Try to swing those arms. Give yourself momentum. That's it. You're halfway. Keep it going. 20 more seconds. Nice. Just keep moving. Swing those arms. Deep bend the knees. Heels are lifted if you're hopping. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right. We've got those skater legs, pendulum arms. We're going in 3. You got a lovely breather after this, I promise. Here we go. Almost there. You're so close towards the end. This is your 4th round. You can give yourself a big round of applause. Then we're gonna move on. We're gonna be on the floor, starting in a high plank position. Option to come to a tabletop and lower your knees if you'd like. Doesn't mean it's gonna be any less intense. You've got it. Skater legs, pendulum arms, up and over, up and over. 15 more seconds. Nice work. Way to stay with it. Last 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Whew. All right, grab a sip of water. Then we're gonna come down to the floor. High plank or tabletop position. We're starting with mountain climbers. You still got 20 seconds, don't worry. Brian, can you grab me a small towel, please? All right, we got mountain climbers. You can run it, you can step. Again, option 1, wrists under your shoulders, knees under your hips, or high plank. You can draw those knees up. You can also work from a tabletop with your knees under your hips, drawing your knee to the same elbow. You can run it out. Keep it going. That's there. Halfway. They're in the closet. Sorry. Keep it going. No. Bedroom. Last 3, 2. All right, catch your breath. As I promised, we're gonna stay on our wrist. From here, we've got push-ups next. Wrists under your shoulders, tabletop, high plank, or plank with your knees down. Elbows stay tucked in, elbows bend, elbows press, full extension. Try to come all the way down as close as you can towards the floor and back up again. You've got it. Work from a high plank. Maybe lower your knees down from that high plank. You can also work from a tabletop, bending your elbows towards your knees and then extending your arms. Keep it going. Elbows tucked in close towards your body. 15 more seconds. That's it. Last 7. You've got it for 3, 2, and 1. All right, stay in that tabletop, stay in that high plank, or stay with your knees down. We have alternating shoulder taps going in 2 and 1. Shoulder taps. So you want to engage your core. Maybe find a focal point down between your thumb and index finger. To allow additional balance, widen your stance of your feet. Knees, if your knees are down. To add heat to the core, make it more challenging, draw your feet closer together. Try to avoid letting the hips rock side to side. This is core stability. Alternating opposite shoulder taps. You've got it. Keep it going. High plank, tabletop with your knees down, or high plank with your knees down gently. Last 3, 2, and 1. Catch your breath. We're back to the top with mountain climbers. Here we go. Tabletop. You can even do this from there with your knees hovering by tucking your toes and drawing your knee up. You can run it out from a high plank. Do what you can. This is round 2. You've been here before. You know what to expect. Maybe take it up a notch. When you need that breather, take it down a notch. Do what you can today. Just keep moving. Knee to the same elbow. You've got it. Last 5. Mountain climbers. Last 1. All right, catch your breath. We're back to push-ups. This time, let's walk our elbows to the outer edge of our mat or wider than your shoulders. We're going to bend and extend the elbows, tracking the elbows outward. All right, up the chest here. This can be done from a tabletop with your knees directly under your hips. You can find that high plank and then lower your knees down. Or from a high plank, full push-up, bend and extend. I will totally admit push-ups are not my forte. That just means I need to work on them more. You've got it. Keep it going. I always tell myself if I hate something, I won't say hate. If I don't absolutely love a particular workout, I fake myself into thinking I do because I do it a lot more often than one that I do prefer. Last 3, 2. All right. We've got those shoulder taps. Any variation here, high plank, tabletop there, or high plank with your knees down. Start any of those positions. If you need to change it up, just change it up whenever you're ready. Remember, the goal here is to keep your back flat. Avoid arching or rounding your spine. Avoid rocking your hips or your shoulders from left to right, right to left. Remember to breathe. Keep it going. Gaze is down between your thumb and index finger. Last 15 right here. Alternating opposite shoulder taps. Keep it going for 7. That's it. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, catch your breath. Again, grab water at any time when you need it. We're back to those mountain climbers. Here we go. Tabletop, bear with your shins hovering, or high plank. Draw the knee up towards the same elbow, same wrist. You can run it out. This is round 3. Do what you can. Just keep moving. You want to get that heart rate back up here. Halfway. Mountain climbers. Moving and breathing. Back is flat no matter which position you're in. Last 10. You've got it for 7. Almost there. I'm just going to change the song. Need a little bit of words. All right, catch your breath. Push-ups. All right, this time, walk your hands under your shoulders. Draw your thumb and index finger together. Diamond push-ups. So your elbows are tracking out. So as you bend the elbows, you're making a diamond shape with your upper body. Bend and extend. Maybe start in tabletop. Maybe find that high plank and then lower your knees. Maybe come to a full push-up and that high plank. See how low you can bring your chest and your elbows. Bend and extend. 15 more seconds. Almost there. Diamond push-up. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, catch your breath. Alternating opposite shoulder taps are next. Tabletop, bear, high plank, your choice. And we're going. Think about drawing your navel in towards your spine like you're trying to knit your rib cage towards one another. And then up to the crown of your head. Continue to breathe. Alternate opposite shoulder taps. You can hover the shins by tucking the toes, finding a bear position. You can walk the legs back in that high plank. Bring the feet or the knees closer together for more of a challenge with your balance. Likewise, you can walk the feet or the knees further apart to add balance. Alternate opposite shoulder tap for 7. That's 5, 3, 2, and 1. All right, we're back to the top. 4th and final round is right here. Right now, mountain climbers. And we're moving, we're going. That timer has begun. Draw that knee up towards the same elbow. Whether you're in that high plank, whether you're in that tabletop, you can come to a bear, you can step it, you can run it out, your choice. Last time with these mountain climbers, you are halfway. Just keep moving. If your wrists are starting to bother you, to take tension out of your wrist, release your palms and press your finger pads in towards your mat or in towards the floor. That's it, last 5. You've got 3, 2, and 1. All right, push-up of choice. You can do tricep, wrists on your shoulders, elbows close into your body. Wide arm push-ups, elbows track out, or diamond push-ups, elbows track out, but your palms are towards one another. Maybe you start in one and you finish in another. Do what you can. Tricep push-ups, wide arm push-ups, diamond push. Maybe you want to get fancy and do a one-arm push-up. Keep it going. That one I cannot demonstrate unless I am in a tabletop position. Last time doing these push-ups, you got less than 20 seconds. Keep it going. Almost there. Just coming closer to the floor, maybe each time. Elbows bend, elbows extend for 3. That's 2. And and 1. All right. Catch your breath. Find that tabletop, that high plank, or tuck your toes in bear. Alternating shoulder taps. Here we go. 50 seconds is on the clock. Continue to breathe here. You don't want any unnecessary cramps. And we're going to be on our back for the last 3 moves. Yes, we're focusing more on the core. A little bit of arms, a little bit of glutes, predominantly core though. Keep it going. Almost there, 20 more seconds. Alternating opposite shoulder taps in that tabletop, maybe tucking your toes with your shins hovering in that bear position. You can extend your legs back to a high plank. You can also just hold and breathe wherever you're at. You got 2 and 1. All right, catch your breath. You've got 15 more seconds. We're gonna come on to our back next. We're zipping our legs together. You still got 10 seconds. We're gonna zip our legs together and we have leg lifts and lowers. Coming up in 2 and 1. Here we go. Keeping your legs zipped together, legs up towards the ceiling, legs lower. You can plant your hands underneath your hips for additional support. You can bring your elbows wide behind your head. You can cactus your elbows to open up your chest and your shoulders. Your choice. Try to go slow and steady. I think the slower you lower, the slower you lift, the more progress you're making with your core. If you're feeling discomfort or pain in your lower back, if your belly is doming outwards, create a slight bend in your knees. Maybe don't lower your legs close to the floor. Do what you can. You've got 4 rounds of this. Last 3, 2. All right. Zip your legs up towards the ceiling. Toes, knees, everything touching. Reach your arms up. Reach your right hand to the outside of your left ankle, lower your shoulders. Left hand to the outside of your right ankle, lower your shoulders. So you're alternating, not just crunching up, but you're reaching your hand to the outside of that ankle. Reach for your thigh, your knee, your shin, your ankle, maybe your pinky toe. Reach for what you can. You can keep your legs straight up towards the ceiling. You can also bend the knees, reaching, same thing for the outside, thigh, knee, ankle. Try to lift the shoulders up. Avoid using momentum here. Keep it going. Crunch and reach. We're gonna find a butterfly position in 3, 2, and 1. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Elbows are wide. Soles of your feet together. Heels in close towards your glutes. Give me 1 glute bridge lift and lower. Crunch your body up. Release your shoulders down. Hips lift, hips lower, glue the hips to the floor. Crunch up, release down. So you're alternating glute bridge and an upper body crunch. So we're firing up those upper abs. You got it. We started out with lower abs with our leg lift and our lower. We did a little bit of upper and lower, lots of obliques with those cross body crunches. Now we're targeting the glutes and the upper abs. You got it. 15 more seconds. This is your 3rd and final move. We're going to repeat it 3 more times, just in case you're missing out on the fun with this first round. Last 5. That's last 1. All right, lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Reach your feet out long. Option to have your hips under your hands, under your hips, palms facing down, or any variation of your hands. Legs lift, legs lower. Lower back is glued to that floor. Think not any little bit of air or space can get between your lower back and the mat beneath your back. If you notice any space being created as you lower your legs, just stop there. If it's at a diagonal, if you're close to the floor but not as close as you'd like or that you were getting with your lower back lifting, that's okay. You'll get there. Never ever compromise form, just to have a larger range of motion. Abs are engaged here. Legs lift, legs lower, firing up the lower abs. Last 2 and 1. Finish up where you're at. Maybe draw your legs to the ceiling. Legs at the wall is a great stretch. We're going to reach for the opposite outside ankle. Here we go. Reach the fingers up. Cross body. Come to center. Lower down. Crunch to the center. Reach across. Back to center. Lower down. So you want to avoid using any kind of momentum here. You can keep your legs straight to the ceiling. You can create a tiny bend in your knees as your feet are still towards the ceiling, or you can bend your knees, bringing your shins parallel to the floor. Crunch center, reach diagonally across to the outside of the opposite leg. Come back to center and release down. You've got it. Stay with it. So just think when you're crunching up, how close your lower back is towards the floor. That's how you want your lower back with any leg lift and lower workout. All right, lower your legs, lower your feet. Soles of your feet together, hips lowered, elbows are wide. Starting with that glute bridge. Here we go. Press into the outer knife edge of your foot. Glute bridge lift, lower, upper body crunch, and lower. Lift, lower. So try to keep the knees tracking out wide as you squeeze your glutes and lift your hips. Almost there. Glute bridge lift, lower, upper body crunch, and lower. That's it. Stay with it. Crunch, lower, lift, lower. Almost there. This is round 2. Finishing up so strong. Alternating glute bridge and an upper body crunch. All right, release it down. We're back to the top. Leg lift and lower. Any option for your hands. We're going into and 1. Remember, you can have a bend in the knees and just lifting and lowering. As you lower your legs, it should naturally feel harder than when you lift your legs. That is what you should feel. What you shouldn't feel is your lower back lifting up. You want to continually tilt your pelvis towards your rib cage. So if your hands are on your hips, your hip bone should never tilt towards your toes. Keep it going. Almost there. Legs lift, legs lower, abs engaged for 7. Last 3, 2, and 1. All right, finish up where you're at. You can do legs up the wall. We're going to draw the legs up, arms towards the ceiling. Here we go. Crunch center. Reach opposite hand to the opposite ankle. Center, release down. Center, crunch diagonal. Back to center, lower down. You're alternating. Reaching up. Cross body reach. Back to center. Gently lower down. You got it. Stay with it. Do what you can. Almost there. Crunch center. Opposite outside ankle reach. Center and lower. Almost there. We're going to open up those hip flexors in less than 10. Keep it going. Last 2 and 1. Finish up where you're at. Release down, butterfly out your knees, soles of your feet touch, outer knife edge press into the floor, elbows are wide. Let's start with upper body crunch this time. Upper crunch, lower down, glute bridge lift, and lower. Crunch it up, and down, glute bridge lift, and lower. Crunch, release, lift, and lower. Crunch, lower. Glute bridge lift, release down. Stay with it. Almost there. Got it. Stay with it. Just keep moving. You've got less than 10 seconds. So strong. There. All right, release down. Draw your legs out long. Any variation of hands under your hips, elbows wide, cactus your arms. Here we go. Leg lift and leg lower. Last 50 seconds on these leg lifts and leg lowers. Of course, unless of course you want to do these after class, I will totally support that. Lower abs pulled in towards your spine. Pull your navel in towards your spine. Pull your upper abs in towards your rib cage. Make sure you're breathing. Exhale in the lower. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower. That's it. 10 more seconds. Leg lift, leg lower, slow and steady. Last 3, 2, and 1. Draw your legs up towards the ceiling, or just relax your legs. All right. We got those alternating opposite outside ankle reaches. Feet and hands towards the ceiling. Crunch up. Outside reach. Back to center. Lower down. Crunch center. Outside reach. Center. Lower down. Moving here with your body. Do what you can. Lower back is pressed in towards the floor. Almost there. You are more than halfway. Crunch, reach, center, lower. Legs are straight, legs are bent. Your choice, do what you can. You've got 7. Last 2. All right, finish up where you're at. Lower your head, neck, and shoulders. Lower your feet, butterfly your knees out. Elbows are wide. Starting with the upper body crunch here. Upper crunch and lower. Bridge lift and lower. So you're really pressing the outer edge of each foot in towards the floor as you lift and lower the hips. Pressing your hips, pressing your ankle into the floor as you lift and lower your upper body. Keeping those knees open. Last 15. Almost there. Lift, lower, crunch, lower. Last 5. All right, finish up where you're at. Draw your knees in towards your chest. Curl yourself into a tight ball, grabbing your shins or the back side of your thighs. You can roll side to side or just stay where you're at. Release your head, neck, and shoulders, keeping your knees tracking to the outside of your shoulder. Draw the soles of your feet to the ceiling, continuing to grab the back side of your thighs, maybe grabbing your calves or the outer knife edge of each foot, coming into happy baby, and just rolling side to side. Draw the soles of your feet or draw your knees together. We're going to rock and roll ourselves a few times along our spine. All right, rock all the way forward. Step or hop your feet back. Find a high plank. Option to lower your knees down. Lower all the way down. Release your toes. Press up, mini cobra. Release back down. Walk your hands to your lowest rib cage. Press up, full cobra. Feel the stretch all along the front side of your body. Look over your left shoulder. Come back through center. Look over your right shoulder. Come back through center. Draw your knees wide, toes touch, sink your hips towards your heels. Reach your fingers out long, coming in child's pose. Resting your forehead or your chin on the floor. You can move your hips side to side. You're welcome to rock your forehead from side to side. Bend your elbows, bringing your palms to touch at the crown of your head, and then draw your thumbs closer to the nape of your neck. They don't have to touch. This is just a gentle tricep stretch. You're welcome to walk your elbows closer to the crown of your head. Release your palms out back to the front of your mat or opposite crown of your head. Inhale, rise up. Find a tabletop, lower your left or right hip. Draw the sole of your left foot to the inside of your right leg. Right leg is long. Sweep both arms up high. Release your right hand to the inside of your right leg. Deep side bend over to the right. Left shoulder stacked over the right. Inhale, rise up. Keep your left knee bent. Cross your right foot in front of the left. Sit up nice and tall. Rock your hips side to side. And then walk your arms out in front. Feel the stretch in your outer hip flexor. You can keep your body as high or walk your hands out as far as you'd like. Walk your hands back through center. Keep your right knee bent. Extend your left leg long. Draw the sole of your right foot to the inside of your left leg. Sweep both arms up high. Release your left hand to the inside of your left leg. Deep side bend over to the left. Right bicep frames your right ear. Right shoulder stacked over the left. Inhale, rise up, keeping your right knee bent. This time, cross your left foot in front of the right. You can also cross it on top if you'd like. Okay, rock your sit bones side to side. Sit up nice and tall. Stay here or walk your arms out in front. This time, feeling the stretch on the left side of your body. You can keep your head lifted. You can release your head towards the floor. And then walk your hands back in towards your body. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Fantastic work. Thank you so much for joining me today, Amy. I hope you enjoyed it.